How you doing? This is Dave Templeman, That Job Guy. We're going to talk today a little bit about LinkedIn and what you should be doing with your profile. I look at a lot of LinkedIn profiles, and they fall into three basic categories for me. There's the stealth profile that really doesn't have a lot of information beyond maybe name and employers and maybe school. There just isn't a lot of information there. The second one is the resume profile, and that's one where it's got more information, but it really is just, it's a cut and paste of the person's resume. And the third type is the interesting one. So let's talk about how to make your LinkedIn profile interesting. The first thing you should do is put your picture on LinkedIn. Make sure it's a close headshot so that people can see who you are. It really personalizes the experience. The next thing you should do is make sure that you have a really good personal summary. It's kind of like a cover letter, but it really should be more of a narrative, a story, if you will, about who you are, maybe where you came from, what you want to do, some of your passions and goals and aspirations. Make sure that you're writing it in a personal style so that the reader is engaged with what you have to say. I just mentioned you should not cut and paste your resume. Instead, what you should do is, again, put together a narrative of situation, action, results. What have I done that I can translate into what the company might be interested in? It really isn't so much what have I done, it's what can I do for you. So just make sure your narratives are talking about what you can do for your potential employer. You have to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is keyword rich. That means that the real specific keywords, the ones that the recruiters are going to be looking for, need to be in your profile 3, 4, maybe even 5 times. So there's opportunities to put keywords in your summary, there's opportunities to put keywords in your specialties, there's opportunities to put keywords in your chronology where your experience is. Make sure that it's keyword rich. There's a new section in LinkedIn called skills, and you can just go in and search skills, and there's going to be all sorts of skills there, and I would strongly recommend adding some skills to your profile because those are standardized skills that recruiters are going to look for, and if you don't have them, they're going to pass over your profile. There's a section called interests, and I think it's important to put those in there because a LinkedIn profile is not a resume. It's something that you're using to really engage with the reader, and if you have some things in common with the reader, I think that that helps them relate to you more. So anything that is of interest to you, go ahead and put in the interest section. There's a section also for groups and associations. And you can go all the way back to college or even high school if you're a member of like Future Farmers of America or the 4-H or something like that. I grew up in Iowa, so I remember those organizations. You can put those on the LinkedIn profile. Again, this is not your resume. I don't think that's appropriate for a resume, but this is not a resume. This is a more comprehensive view of who you are as a person, so it's perfectly fine to put your interests and groups and associations there. Another piece of the puzzle that I think a lot of people aren't using is the LinkedIn applications. If you look at my profile, you'll know what books I'm reading, you'll know what I'm blogging, you'll see files that I'm uploading to Box.net. There's travel applications. There's all sorts of applications that you can use to connect to your LinkedIn profile and, again, engage the reader in what you're doing. In my opinion, the most important part of a LinkedIn profile is recommendations. It really legitimizes everything else you're saying, having somebody else saying the same things for you. So make sure that you're asking for and giving recommendations. Now, if somebody doesn't have time to do a recommendation or isn't too sure what to write it for them and send it to them. Have them post it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But recommendations are key to having a good LinkedIn profile. One final note about LinkedIn profiles. Put your contact information in there. I have my phone number and my email both at the top in the summary and also at the bottom where contact information goes. Make it easy for recruiters to get a hold of you. I've been on LinkedIn since 2008 and I've never gotten a piece of spam from having my email up there, and I've never gotten a phone call I didn't want from having my phone number listed. Make sure that they can get a hold of you. This is probably the number one thing I get annoyed with as a recruiter when I'm looking through LinkedIn profiles is there's no way to contact that person. So please put your contact information in your LinkedIn profile. Remember, when you're engaged with social media, content is king. You want to make sure that what you're putting out there is something that somebody else wants to consume. I'm Dave Templeman, That Job Guy. You can find our website at www.thatjobguy.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.